So let's go ahead and start with OU taking on Alabama in another rematch. We saw what happened in this game earlier in the season. Alabama loses this game by the skin of their teeth, putting everything out on the line, but Oklahoma takes advantage of key turnovers and just does what they need to do when they're given good field position and scores touchdowns. I think that we see a similar performance, but I, I also see the scenario where Oklahoma just comes out right and takes the lead early and never looks back. I don't think it'll be a shootout necessarily, but I think we might see more big plays in this game. I know both these defenses are really good, but after the previous matchup, I think that both offensive staffs have probably found something they want to try to exploit this time that they didn't last time, resulting in probably some more explosive plays. It's not going to be a different score prediction for me by very much, but I am going to pick OU this time. I've been picking Alabama all season. I had them to win the national championship preseason. I just cannot ride with this team anymore. If they decide to turn it up out of nowhere and prove me wrong, great. I'll somehow be right and wrong at the same time if they win. But I'd rather just go ahead and be wrong and pick Oklahoma because I think that they're the better football team right now. I think their defense is better. I think their offense is struggling right now, but they're more healthy than Alabama. If Alabama doesn't show up as healthy as they can possibly be on Saturday or Friday night, excuse me, really weird time to have that game. If they don't show up healthy on that Friday night this week, I don't think it's going to be a clean game from them offensively. So I got OU 26-19.
Oklahoma just seems to have some kind of blueprint to just perfectly beat Alabama. I mean, you saw the dominant game last year, and then coming into this year, before that game, I wasn't really thinking that. I felt like Bama was going to win and kind of fix what happened last year, but they didn't. I mean, it was the same thing again. Really, it was a closer game though. Bama is better than when they were last year, but still unable to get over that Oklahoma hump. And now they're going there for a playoff game at night on the road. I just can't pick Alabama. So I'm going to trust Oklahoma to find another way here, continue to be Bama's kryptonite, and win this one 21-17.
Yeah, I think if you're Kalen DeBoer, you're remembering that game last year at night in Norman and how poorly you played on offense, the calls that didn't go your way. I mean, just don't see them finding an answer for the defense. I think they'll find a couple of explosive plays like I was talking about, but you don't see long term success from them because they can't run the ball. We've been talking about that all season. When Jam Miller's not in the game, they cannot run the ball. Even if he's in the game, they barely can run the ball. It's not much of a difference. So unless they had Ashton Genty behind this offensive line, I don't know that they would be able to do too much running the ball. They just sucked. Their run scheme has sucked. They try to run these extension plays like screens and sweeps, and they just don't really work. They don't get a
Especially
lot of
against a
yards.
defense like Oklahoma. That crap's not going to fly.
Yeah, Oklahoma's flying all over the field against plays like that, making crazy plays behind the line of scrimmage. That's not going to fly against Alabama. So, like Alabama's not going to be able to do that against Oklahoma. I just don't. I don't see how their offensive game plan is feasible against this defense unless they want to change something up. And they don't have the personnel necessary to change anything up in the run game. So unless Kalen DeBoer figures something out to open up the passing game, I just don't see a scenario they top 20 points in this game at night in Norman.